What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ryan Meyer's Expeditions. Today we rambled to a really freaking cool spot. We have the entire crew behind us. We're gonna leave some of them on the beach. We're gonna charge out here. I've never been to these particular grounds before, but I know this area holds a lot of fish, so I'm really excited. We got Wes here again on his perpetual hunt for the ukus, so we'll see what happens. We've got everything we need to cook Chick Fil A uku right here on the beach. So that is like the best meal in the world. We're gonna chill here till sunset, hang out, but first we have to go get some dinner. So the goal for today was pretty simple. I needed something that I could fillet and then turn into those good sized chicken sandwich sized pieces of fish. So I wasn't looking for anything small. I was really looking for something to fillet up. And honestly, I love this area. I've dove so many pieces of it before in the past and so many different pieces of it. And I was genuinely shocked to swim out here and find no good bottom and no good structure and just no fish at all. The water was a little dirty. It was pretty flat actually, but the water was a little dirty and I just wasn't finding the structure that I was looking for. You can see this kind of like deadish reef where it's all kind of the same relief. There's nothing kind of crazy going on at all. And I was getting kind of desperate. I had done a lot of dives and I even see this barracuda coming in here, and honestly, like, I was thinking about taking this thing. I don't know if you guys eat barracudas here in Hawaii. I know it's kind of a regional thing. I mean, in Florida, some of the guys do, some of the guys don't. I know here it's a ciguatera risk, but this one was in like that 5-pound range that I was kind of like, man, this kind of might be like the perfect size barracuda to fillet up, and maybe I should take this thing. So if you guys eat barracuda out here in Hawaii, let me know down in the comments below, because I gave this one a real thought. In the end, I ended up leaving this thing. I figured I'd keep on hunting and see what else I could find. So a few dives later, still same thing. No fish on the kui, getting desperate, know that the sun is going down, we're running out of time, and it was a real struggle to get into this place, a real struggle to get to some depth, and then to get here and like bring all the ingredients for Chick Fil A uku. I was gonna have to like shoot an uhu or something and make Chick Fil A uhu because I was really struggling. So whenever I'm in this situation where I'm kind of desperate, usually I'll just swim out to deeper water and I'll get out there into that 80, 90, 100, 120 until eventually I find the bottom I'm looking for, fish that have never seen people before, and I can always get fish and food to take home. But today, because the visibility was so bad and because I had such a big group of people, I was limited to like that 60, 70 foot range where everybody was comfortable and I could kind of see the bottom. So I was really struggling. I could see the small uku come in there, and he was not big. I mean, he was probably legal 1-2 pound range, and I gave him a real thought. I was like, man, maybe this is it. Maybe this is all I'm gonna find today. Maybe I'll take this one home. But again, this one I decided I'll pass on him. Honestly, if he came closer, I would have been a little bit harder decision, but because he kind of stayed out a little bit, you know, I was able to chill, let him go, and think maybe now I was in uku zone and I'd get lucky and maybe I'd find one. So when I'm diving this sort of reef and I'm looking for fish, like I'm always looking for fish, but when I'm looking for fish, I'm looking for any kind of anomaly in the reef. So I'm looking for where that reef turns to sand is the most likely spot, or even that reef line that turns to sand. I'm looking for the corners or the small divots or any kind of changes. And a lot of times I'll do small, shallower dives and I'm looking for life. You know, if you can see all these ta'apes down there, you can see all these little fish, then I know that that's a spot potentially that's got life. And I actually saw the uku come in there on camera, which I didn't see it ever before. I never saw that clip. But I'm down there, I still don't see any fish. I'm doing my dusting, I'm doing my grunting, and I'm gonna kind of wait and see what's gonna come in, because wherever these small fish are, that's where the big fish are too. So you'll see right there, that big omilu came through, and I gave this thing a real hard thought. You can see me swing my gun there, and I was like, man, that would make a lot of chicken sandwiches. But when I swung my gun and I looked to the left, I could see that uku that was cruising in, and I was like, man, this is my fish. This might be my only chance of the day to make this happen. I do not want to screw this up. Unfortunately, the GoPro was just a little bit low, so I didn't get the whole entire shot, but there it is right there. Nice, perfect approach on that uku. A nice little shot right there in the pec fins. Quick, easy landing of a delicious fish that's gonna go back to the beach and feed a whole lot of us. Chick Fil A uku!
coming up. Oh, nice. Can I video it? Yeah. That's pretty funny. You guys see anything? Oh, nice! Woohoo! That's awesome, bro!
There is nothing quite like the feeling of getting the fish that you're looking for and then being able to chill. Like, I know my job is done, I fed everybody, we're good and easy, but this right here is just the icing on the cake. This is the West camera right here. This is him down there diving with his aim right, gets to the bottom, does a lot of the head movement, sees some moo out there, does some dusting, does some grunting, and waits, and manages to get a shot on one of these moo down here, which is a lot easier to hunt. But super, super stoked for him. This is only his second moo ever, so we were both pumped.
Where'd that uku come from, man?
Out of nowhere, out in the sand.
So we did a lot more dives after this. Wes would not give up. He was still looking for his uku. So we did a lot of areas out there and looking for these anomalies. And this section right here, you'll see the amount of life on it, was actually just that regular reef line that then became a corner. And right there on that corner held all of these fish. And this is exactly where those ukus would be, those aluas, those big moo piles, anything could come out of the sand here. And honestly, I looked up here, and I think you can see it on camera a little bit. I looked up and I saw two little baby tunas. And I still don't know what they were, if they were yellowfins or if they were big eyes, or they might have just been bonitas or cavacavas, but nothing came in on this dive, but it was a really cool kind of representation of the corner of the reef. And that's what I'm always looking for out here, is any kind of anomaly. I'll lay on the deeper side, I'll lay in the sand, and I'll look out, usually out towards the deep, and that's where I'm looking for my ukus, and then my other typical reef fish will come in from the shallows. There's the tunas right there, you can just barely see them up high, but just a really good way to kind of end a struggle of a dive. I mean, this was not what I expected, not what I presented to the guys. I told them, guys, this area is all time. We've got all time weather. We're gonna go down here and we're gonna absolutely smash it. Instead, we got just what we needed for dinner and went back and was gonna have an unbelievable feast right there on the rocks. That was a tough swim there. I'm not gonna lie, not the life that I was looking for at all. You know, I've dove a bunch of this area before and found a lot of fish, but the water was dirty. It wasn't that rough, but we definitely did not find the reef that I was looking for at all. And then coming in, serious swim. But we did find the one fish that we went out there looking for, the uku. Freaking pumped, beautiful little uku here. We're gonna fillet this thing up, and then we're gonna make Chick Fil A sandwiches right here on the beach. This is gonna be sick. All right, guys, aside from that one, which we're not gonna talk about, look at these delicious little uku nuggets right there. Now, the key with the Chick Fil A recipe is to take them from here and put them in here. So that fish was in the ocean 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. The secret to the Chick Fil A chicken sandwich is the pickled juice. We're gonna marinate them like, I don't know, as long as we can wait before I get hungry. All right, Wes, what happened?
I did not get an uku,
But that's okay.
but I got a moo. So we're gonna have moo Chick Fil A sandwiches as well.
Heck yeah. Now, how many moo have you shot?
This is number 2, man.
Number two moo.
Number 1 was somehow like 3 times the size of this thing, but it was way more lucky.
In Kona,
Yes.
which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it was really lucky.
Like below your sailboat or something ridiculous.
Yeah, my friend scared it, and then I got a lucky dive bomb. But today I actually went down, dusted, it came in. I was like, whoa, I've never been this close to a moo before. He looked bigger underwater, but we'll eat him.
So a lot of times when the water is super dirty, your fish look a lot bigger. It looks a lot deeper, but it's not.
I'm excited for this
You've been asking me for this recipe for how long?
Yeah, man, long time.
A long time. I feel like it's been a long time, but I've only known you like a week, so it can't be that long. But every time I see him, he's like, Chick Fil A tonight? Chick Fil A? Chick Fil A? And I'm like, I don't know where the ukus are, bro. Like, I don't know. I can't just go get you an uku.
Got one today.
We did. That was the goal of today. I mean, the goal of the day was get Wes an uku, but I'll take one too. Oh well. All right, guys, so I've never done this before, but whenever I make Chick Fil A uku, I have a surplus of pickled juice. So normally I'm just like trying to find some home for the pickles somewhere. This time, we decided to use the batter that we had and use the flour that we had. So check that out. I don't know where that is from. Sam, that's something you would eat. What is that?
Is it a fried pickle?
Fried pickle.
God, that's such a Florida thing.
Cobra. Oh!
Nope. We don't have blades. We have fins.
Here we go. That's what it's looking like. A little marinated, a little green.
This is just egg and milk. It's a milk wash, I think. Egg wash. Egg wash. It's an egg wash. And this is flour, confectioner's sugar, paprika, black pepper, salt.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we are double dipping these bad boys. We've never done it over
This
a
is
fire.
my dream come true. Belated birthday present.
We have never done this over a fire, but I promise you guys, this is when we catch a fish and we go home and like we make a video and Sam's like, how are we gonna cook it? And I'm like, Chick Fil A? She's like, no, we've already done that like a dozen times. But when we're not making videos, I promise you this is the only way I eat fish. All right guys, secret to the Chick Fil A recipe, peanut oil.
Oh no, it's not hot enough.
It's hot enough. It's almost hot enough.
Oh, God.
Yes! Fire! How excited are you?
So sad.
So excited.
And we got the sweet roll. Oh my. That looks
Oh my gosh, look at that!
Everything tastes better over fire.
Let's get these out of the way. Get that second batch. Second batch. Marina. Marina, tell us. Will this be a staple on the boat?
Yes. Sam knows her sauces.
Facts.
Props to Sam.
Facts. All right, Tyler, you've been waiting for this since you first saw a Ryan Myers Expedition YouTube. Has it lived up to your expectations?
Yes. I feel like I'm at Chick Fil A right now, man.
Because you've been to Chick Fil A. Has anybody else been to Chick Fil A?
Never.
No one else. No one else has been to Chick Fil A. Has anybody been to Chick Fil A? Britt?
I'm the only
You're the only one I've ever fed this to that's been to Chick Fil A.
It's legit.
Bro, it's legit. Talk about working for your food there. Went out there with the goal of finding an uku, did it, made it happen. Punaloo, sweet bread, fried. Sam, what do you got? What do you think?
It's so hot. Oh my God.
We good? That is incredible. Absolutely freaking incredible. Guys, I cannot recommend this recipe enough. Like, just go home and just make this tonight. Do that. Oh, a little hot. No.
It's hot, guys. It's hot.
Guys, it's hot. It's hot. Watch out. Watch out.
So it's got a really smoky flavor because of the fire, but it's good.
It does. It's got a really smoky flavor. It's got a faint hint of sand. Just definitely a little bit of sand in this one. This is the one that we dropped and I think you picked up. Definitely. But unbelievable. Guys, thank you so much for watching.
I gotta say, I don't love the smoky flavor.
Get out of here.
It's not Chick Fil A. Chick Fil A would never do that.
Chick Fil A would never have a smoky flavor. Guys, thank you so much for watching another Chick Fil A Uku episode. I keep doing it because it's my favorite thing in the world. Guys, thank you so much, and we will see you next time right here on Ryan Myers Expeditions. Too lazy to cut the pickle and put it on the sandwich, so instead you just double fist.
It's good though.